If you guys like the content here, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos go live. So guys, there have been a few videos covering the review of Warmane's Frostmourne realm. However, no one is talking about the current endgame content, which is something I would like to talk about. I will, however, also briefly cover the PvP portion of the server and its issues as well. First, let me say thank you to Murphin and Fluffy for the information and discussion we have had about the bugs and current issues facing the endgame current content. Murphin is the realm first warlock, and he is in one of, if not the best guild on Frostmourne currently. He has cleared all available content with his guild. Fluffy is a dev who has a ton of experience scripting Wrath realms and is very, very good at it. I wanted to clearly state that before people say that I need to play there in order to comment on it and blah 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 blah. The information's out there. You guys can look all this stuff up. If you just watch a few streams, see what the issues are, see what's being reported on the forums, you can clearly see what's going on. You don't need to play there to know the stuff. If you wish to watch Murphin's guild or his stream or see any of the content I use in this video, I will leave a link to his stream down below. Northern questing. Let's go to that first. According to Murphin, many of the quests are not working. Now, I'm not exactly sure which ones or if they have since been fixed. I know there's a ton of them pending, which I will go over later. But he said he had lost approximately over 1 million XP from the bug quest not working when he was working to get to level 80. Real quick, I wanted to quickly talk about my last video on the Frostmourne preview where I talked about Warmane's launch on the Lordran realm and how scripting was a mess there as well. If you guys want to go and watch that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. The only difference between this realm and Lord should have been the rates in the shop, since according to Warmane, it's the same custom content between the two realms. So this tells us one of two things. Either Warmane never fixed these issues after all this time on Lordran, or they somehow managed to screw up something as easy as changing rates in the code. Either way, it's not a good look. Let's move on to the bosses in the current endgame, which include Naxxramas, Obsidian Sanctum, and Eye of Eternity. First mini-boss in OS, Vesperian, has some major issues when it comes to pets despawning, as we can see from Murphin's video here.
You guys need to get out of that ASAP.
Wait, my pet just despawned.
I have a debuff on me.
Wow, how what?
I just don't get a pet on this fight because it just despawned.
Furthermore, Sarth, when killed, was dropping emblems of triumph.
So now, do we want to go back and do a few more bosses, or do we do the RDS? Because we still have
emblems of triumph, man, and they fuck with others.
What? What do you mean emblems?
I got an emblem of triumph, and they are not even in the game, man.
What? Same.
How the hell did this even happen? Now, I've been told this issue has since been fixed, but it just goes to show how rushed the server was and how it was never even tested properly. Again, like I mentioned in my preview video, this is a pure cash grab due to the coronavirus, and it clearly shows the lack of effort put forth to even fix simple things in the game. Also, as we can clearly see here on Sarth himself, we have issues going on with the flame wall, and coming out from, I'm assuming they're doing 3 Drake here.
Little girl, run away.
Was the firewall outside?
Oh, you're nuts.
I procced. Watch me. Okay, this is bug. This is. It should give you a reduction when you get out when you kill the ad. I'm pretty sure. That's okay. Swipe it.
Let's move on to Nax. So from what I know thus far, timers for Nax bosses are still off, although the entire rate is still doable. Doesn't have any crazy bugs, minus hike and safety dance, and how the timing is just completely way off there. However, again, referencing pets here, they are taking damage from every single boss mechanic, and they should not be. So anyone playing with pets is probably really frustrated, as they constantly have to resummon their pets or lose a lot of their DPS during fights because they have their pets out. Eye of Eternity. So it's kind of hard to tell what is going on here in the video, but basically you'll have to do this in order to kill Malagos. Is basically stacking sparks is what they're doing. This was a bug that happened to us as well on Ice Crown when they released Eye of Eternity during the core update. 4 years ago, mind you. Stacking sparks in order to burn the boss since Drake abilities in Phase 3 are not working correctly. Just ridiculous that it's taken 4 years to fix this. So let's look at some of the pending fixes that Warmane knew from Lord's launch 4 years ago that were bugged and never fixed. As you can see, a lot of these reports were made 4 years ago. Here's a few samples, and they're just now going to pending. Warmane knew of these issues and did nothing. These are some super simple fixes that literally take no skill. None. Speaking of fixes, why are they even bothering with dumb shit like this on their mop realm that literally has 600 players at peak time? Are you fucking kidding me? We are fixing the animation of an NPC on a server that hardly has anyone playing on it versus your most popular realms that absolutely dwarf the population of MoP? Sorry, MoP players, but this is absolutely absurd. I've been saying this for years as well now. They have had so many issues on their Wrath realms that have never been fixed for years. Why not fix them? We are the higher player base and should be taking priority over the MoP and TBC realms. We've had major issues, as I've spoken about before, in ICC with the two hardest bosses, Professor Putricide and Lich King, not doing correct spells, damage, etc., making them much easier than they should be. The thing is, Warmane had Lich King fixed at one point, and to nearly exactly close to perfect, and how he should be, and then they broke it and never went back and fixed it. Same thing for Marigar when it came to Flames. It was working correctly the day before the second PvE tournament, and the day of the tournament they all of a sudden hotfixed it, and now it's been broken ever since. Professor Putricide has never worked right on Warmane, with the choking gas bombs or the mutated plague, really making this fight just a super joke. Why? Just why can't we get fixes to the endgame that will affect all three of the realms? In the Frostmourne pre-review video I did, I talked about Frostmourne as a pure cash grab. Now if you were okay with this, that's fine. I too understand it completely from a business standpoint, and it makes perfect sense. Coronavirus has us all home on lockdown playing games. Hell, I've seen so many of the old Aurora players log on, it's insane. So I get it. It's a good way to make money. But let's talk real shit for a minute. Look at these prices. Let's compare them to how they are on Icecrown, since that is where Frostmourne players will be going once the seasonal realm is over. Best bag in the game is fucking 85 coins? Let's compare that to Icecrown real quick. 8 coins on Icecrown. What in the absolute Ice Yeti titty fucking Christ is going on around here? Look at these mount prices compared to the Icecrown ones. Just fast food fist fuck me. What the absolute Frank Castle shitstorm is going on here? Look guys, in conclusion, there are a ton of fucking bugs that should have been fixed a long time ago. As far as the other realms go, we are still waiting for ICC to be fully fixed and functional. Now, there are a lot of other bosses that are also broken in ICC. DBS, with how players should be spreading out and how he should be gaining runic power, that's also been broken. But those aren't much of a challenge. I'm not going to really cover all those other bosses. You could throw Lady Death Whisper in there as being a challenge, or maybe a gear check for a lot of guilds, whatever you want to call it. But by far, Professor Putricide and Lich King not being fixed, and some of the fixes just absolutely just dumb on they haven't fixed them yet, and they want to sit there and say that Icecrown's pretty much done. The fuck it is. There's a fuck ton of shit in Icecrown that needs fixed yet. A fuck ton of shit. Now, at one point in time, they did have a lot of this stuff working, and then they went back and broke it all for whatever reason and never went back and fixed it. Aside from Professor Putricide, which has never worked correctly on Warmane. Anybody who's been playing here for as long as I have knows this. Guys, please go to, and I will leave the link down below in the description of this video. I have a list of bugs that are currently in ICC. Please, please, go read them. Invest your time in them. At least look over them or upvote them. Let's get these things up Warmane's ass to fix them. I would love to see a fully functioning Professor Putricide. I would love to see a fully functioning Lich King that has the correct ice spheres, has the correct Valk speed. Fucking fix the dumb shit, Warmane. Quit fucking around with shit that you guys knew about 4 years ago and still haven't been able to fix. It's just absolutely ridiculous that all of a sudden now you want to do this. I mean, obviously this is a cash grab. We all know that. And now you're all of a sudden wanting to fix all this stuff. And quit fixing TBC and MoP shit. Nobody plays those shit fucking realms, okay? Nobody plays them. I'm sorry. All your devs, you should have like one dev dedicated to those two realms, and the rest of them need to be dedicated to ICC. Or, well, not ICC, but Wrath realms. Seriously. This is ridiculous. So I just want to really quick talk about the PvP stuff. Now, Warmane had said that they were going to do cross realms, and they were going to find a way to integrate players with lower gear. Obviously, on the Frostmourne realm, they would be in a lower geared like bracket, so to speak, when they queued in for BGs. But it's just absolute shit, guys. BGs are already crap. I've got a forum post here. We can look at it and read over it. It's just absolute shit with what's going on with the PvP scene. Everything that they said that they were going to do, not even close to what the fuck they're going to do. Here we got a whole bunch of just random thoughts from players here on the Reddit realms of the WoW servers talking about stuff. You guys are, I'll put these links down below. You guys are more than welcome to read all this stuff. And they're just talking about how all this stuff is just completely broke. Here they cover a lot more stuff than I just talked about. I only talked about some of the minor issues throughout the thousands upon thousands of issues that are fucking going on. And you got people out there already doing reviews on this saying, you know, it's okay and blah, blah, blah. And they don't know a fucking thing about Wrath of the Lich King, so why the fuck would they know what the hell's going on? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that the server's just an absolute shit show right now. So, you guys are going to have to get on Warmane's ass. The only way that they are going to listen to us players, the only way that they're going to understand and take notice is going to be by you guys either, you know, upvoting these bug trackers, you know, leaving the server, going back to another server, let them know what you guys think. Just get the information out there. Look, like, you guys really need to get your shit together. I mean, this is absolute shit. All they had to do, again, guys, because this is the same exact content that's on Lordron, was literally change the rates. I don't know how so much fucking fucked up shit happened by changing rates. I mean, and adding a shop in. That's literally the only difference. I mean, I don't get it, guys. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the realm. Have you guys experienced any bugs? Do you have any bug tracker links? Please link those in the comment section below. I will pin them, or I will add them into the description of this video, and so we can try to get some of this stuff fixed. So hopefully you guys had a good one, and hopefully this video gave you some insight to what the hell's going on with Frostmourne, because it's not good, guys, at all.